Hello and welcome back to BTHQ Banter week 37. It is Friday and it is 10 to 2, which basically means I've completely forgotten to pick the camera up, which is useless, isn't it? You have missed the lovely Jenny, who was in doing all sorts of different crafts this morning. She was cutting out a coat at one point, doing a bit of macrame at another, and a bit of crochet at another. You've also missed the lovely Fiona, who made some beautiful, beautiful cushions out of some gorgeous silver fabric, and well, yeah, she's gone home. Hopefully she'll share her pictures with me and I can share them with you at a later date. But we are very lucky. We have the lovely Shirley in with us today. Give us a wave, Shirley. Hello. She's making a gorgeous little girl's dress. It's for your granddaughter.
Yeah.
Yes, great granddaughter. And we have started to utilise a little bit of the space in Unit 2. It's not finished, but let me show you. So, Maddie is in here. Hello, hello. She's using the staff cutting table, as it's actually named, and she's actually making something for me. So you would have seen me in this lovely dress that I have worn before when Sian came recently. It's a lady vintage dress, so it's off the peg, but I absolutely love it and it fits really nicely. So I basically want Maddie to make me a pattern so that I can make this dress over and over again whenever I have nice fabric. And I have nice fabric. This has arrived from the lovely Suzanne at Pink Scissors, and as I'm off to Australia for Christmas, I thought it would be absolutely perfect. So yes, call me lazy. I don't do pattern drafting. It's not my ball. I don't enjoy it. I'm no good at it. Well, I say I'm no good at it. I don't enjoy it, so I don't do it. Maddie is brilliant at it, so I'm going to just pay her to do it for me. I'm going to make the dress. Don't get me wrong. I want to make my own dress, but she's going to present me with a pattern that fits. But that's brilliant because that means I can make all my favourite dresses, fingers crossed, yeah. I can make all my favourite dresses with favourite fabric over and over again. So Shirley's finished her little dress. It's lovely. We decided to put poppers in the back of it this time, and she's just got to hand stitch down the inside lining. That's why it looks a little bit puckered at the moment, but it's very cute. It's been a fairly uneventful day today. I've just popped to the fabric shop to pick up fabric. We've got 2 beginners courses and a 1-day intensive beginners course coming up in the next 2 weeks. So I wanted to make sure that I'd got all that prepped for. So I needed to buy all the fabric, and our lovely fabric shop is only open Wednesdays and Fridays and Saturdays. So I do struggle to actually get there. So I managed to nip out at the end of the day, but unfortunately got caught in all the school traffic, which I always seem to manage to do, and picked up what we needed. So I'll get that cut out over the next few days. I've had a bit of a tidy up, not a massive tidy up. The lovely Robin is back tomorrow, and I've got lots of little jobs for her to be doing, and I'm also going to see if she can get the paintbrush out, because I've bought a big tub of white paint and I want to brighten up Unit 2 just so that it's a brighter space to film in. So I'm going to go home, I'm going to pour myself a large G&T, and I will be back tomorrow. Good morning, welcome back to BTHQ Banter. It is Saturday, it is 10 to 10. I've just had to make an emergency trip to Poundland because on the way here I realised Robin was coming in today and I was going to get her to do some painting. And we have paint, but we didn't have any brushes, rollers, covers, anything like that. So thankfully Poundland has saved the day. So today's plan, I have a 1-to-1 here in Unit 1. I'm going to be, bright light, doing a 1-to-1 get to know your overlocker, and then I'm going to try and finish off my Eve dress. I got it all bound yesterday. I just need to make the ties and add those now and then hem it, and that should be ready. I'm hoping, because it's my last day in today for almost a week. I'm off out and up to London on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'm going for a really nice meal on Tuesday night, so I'd like to wear my Eve dress if possible. So I'm going to try and get that finished today. As I say, Robin's in, she's got lots of little jobs to do, and then this afternoon we've got our introduction to free machine embroidery, and we've got 3 lovely ladies doing that. And that's a really nice class because I kind of get them all started, give them the introduction, and then I let them play for half an hour or so. Then I'll show them the next step and I'll let them play for half an hour or so, and it's a really nice kind of exploratory time for them to just get to feel how the free machine embroidery works, and really start to experiment with their own style. But it also means that I've got little bit of time where I'm keeping an eye on them, don't get me wrong, but I can get a little bit of selfish sewing done. So I'm hoping to also film a tutorial today so that I can have something to go up on my channel next week. So it's a busy, busy day. I bought 9 meters of fabric yesterday and it's just in a big bundle. So Robin and I are going to try and sort it out. Right, so you go right to the end of the studio. Then we can try and at least fold it together in the right direction. Still, well, there's more. I have to go out the front door. Oh my god. Right. So I'm going wrong sides together. Okay. And then I'm getting my fold that side. Ooh. The painting has commenced. It's so exciting. Robin's getting painty. But this is great. This paint is going on. That's just one coat. It's going on really nicely and it dries really quick. So I think it's going to be a super job and it's really going to brighten this space up because it is really hard. We struggle. We've got these overhead lights and that's all we've got and they're not very bright. And in the winter months we really do struggle with the light in here when you're sewing. So Amelia is over here. I'm going to introduce you to, what did we call him? Jerry. Jerry, this is Jerry. We're talking nicely to Jerry. It's a brand new overlocker. It's fresh out of the box today and he's being all right. He's misbehaving, but actually he's misbehaving in a good way because we're then learning what to do to fix it. So that's a good thing. So we're just rethreading at the moment and we're about to learn how to pull our threads through, which is a cheats way, but I always teach that right at the very end of a one-to-one because it's nice. So everybody is busy furiously free machining. They've had a good doodle. Vanessa's had more of a doodle than others. Look at these gorgeous trees. And she's now working on some beautiful flowers. As is Viv. Let's peer over her shoulder while she works. Not try and put her off. Well done. And Anna is furiously making a butterfly. Very pretty. And Robin has finished a wall, which is really good. There's a big gap there, but that's where the pinboard's going to go back. And she is currently washing up the paint trays. So there's Vanessa's and Anna's and I nearly want to say Betty's, but it's Viv's. That's going to go with her new sewing machine, who's going to be called Betty. Beautiful. Well done, everybody. Did you have fun?
We did, yes.
Okay, so it's the end of Saturday. I have just got to press the hem on my Eve dress. I'm just waiting for the iron to heat up. So while it's doing that, I thought I would show you Unit 2 as it stands at the moment because it's starting to look really good. So we have reduced the size of our communal table just down to 2 tables that you can seat 8 round. But if we wanted to put it back to being able to seat 10, then the other table is just here. It lives underneath our new cutting table. So we can push the cutting table back, bring this one out and tack it onto the end. But what we can also do is lower these ones down and these are the same size. So we can actually have 5 tables that takes up the whole unit if we wanted a really big space. So our cutting table is now in position. I have still got to sort out everything that's underneath it. I don't want to keep anything underneath it. I want to keep it clear, but there is stuff that needs to be sorted and I haven't got time to do that today. But our sewing space is now looking really nice. So we've got my machine from home has come in, Kitty, and the overlocker, and we've bought a new angle poise lamp. We've got some frames here that I'm going to turn into little mini whiteboards, and I'll do a tutorial on that for YouTube, and they're going to live up here. And as you can see, the wall has now been painted nice and bright and fresh white. We haven't done the top yet. You can see that's still cream, but we think we'll probably get a decorator in to do all that for us because it's a bit fiddly. But this area needs to be nice and bright white for when we are filming and using this as a studio space. So the cabinets are starting to look a bit more organised. They're obviously behind the door, so I've got all sorts of bits and bobs on the top there. But looking this way, you can see the art shelf is quite happy in that corner. And we've got a rail here which we can put some samples on, and also our works in progress. So Elspeth's Eve dress is hanging there, and as is my toile, my muslin, and all the instructions for the bodice that Maddie's working on for me. But overall, I'm really happy with how it's looking in here. It's really starting to shape up. It needs a bit of a sort out, a bit of a tidy up. But once we get, hopefully, fingers crossed, our crowdfunding, we'll be able to get the camera rig in here attached to the table so we can do some overhead tutorial shooting, and I've got some really exciting ones up my sleeve for you. So my Eve dress is now finished. I'm really happy with it. I have actually done French seams throughout, bound everything with this beautiful red satin binding, including the entire hem, so it flashes this gorgeous flash of red because it's this high-low hem. So I'm so pleased with this. This is going to get its first outing to a very, very, very posh dinner on Tuesday night in London. So this is all you're going to see of Beautiful Things this week. We are open on Tuesday. We've got the first of our children's sewing classes on Tuesday after school. Maddie's starting that as a club, and then we've got our first week of 3-week beginners in the evening, but we won't be capturing any footage of that because I am heading off to London on Tuesday and Wednesday for a really nice couple of days away with Mr. Mac. Just a nice bit of time for us to just escape. The summer holidays are over. We just want to have a couple of days, just the two of us, so we're going to go and have some nice food and enjoy our capital city. So I will be back again with you for another week of BTHQ Banter in a week's time. So thank you very much for watching. Do please check out my crowdfunder if you haven't already. There are heaps of really good rewards, including online courses that you can take part in, discounted membership to our sewing club, and loads of other things. So there is something for everybody there, and every penny that you bid towards our crowdfunder helps me to turn this unit into such a fantastic filming and community sewing space for everyone else to use. So thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.